Welcome back. So this video is going to be about Flyp. Flyp is a reseller tool. It's Flyp. It's a free cross-listing tool. There's been a lot of talk recently from other channels about using different cross-listing tools. One in particular, that one is a subscription service, and I thought I would just talk about this one. This one is a free service for cross-listing. This one, in my opinion, is perfect for a person who has a bit of a smaller store like mine. I think I'm between 500 and 600 items. But you wanna get more eyes on your things. And a great way to do that is cross-listing. Took me a while to even decide to do it. I was very afraid that, I would sell something on one platform and then sell that same item on another. So in this one, you do have to be very careful about that. And as I understand it, even the subscription one, you really need to, you have to pay attention to, what is selling on one, and I don't know if you manually have to go in on everything that sells on one platform and delist it on the other. I'm not exactly sure how that works because I've never actually worked with it. This one is called Flyp, and for me, this works great, and it's free. So I don't have the quantity sold that I would like to have, where I feel like, okay, I have enough of this consistently selling that I can spend so much on a monthly subscription for cross-listing. I don't have that yet. I think my store would need to be a bit bigger for me to feel comfortable with that. So this is a wonderful option. So I don't feel like I have to go into the other one, at least not of yet. I do want to increase my stores. So getting into this one, I've been on this, I would say, I think about a year. And I find it to be pretty good. There is, let's see, I actually just recently purged my eBay store. And I still have a little bit more to go on that. So the thing you have to remember is, when you purge one store, you gotta make sure you purge them both. So I purged eBay, but then I had to make sure that Poshmark, those same items, that I was purging Poshmark as well. Because they were things that just weren't doing well on either platform. Didn't make sense to keep them. So I purged a lot of items and I brought them to our flea market tag sale, and I sold a lot of it there. So those items are gone. I don't have to worry about them. There was a few things left which have been donated. And so it's a great way to find different ways of purging your items. Now, so Flyp, I've been working with Flyp again. So I did find I had a problem because I like to do sell similar on eBay. Sell similar, in my opinion, especially items that you have had in your store for a long time, I feel like they get pushed back. The longer they're in your store, the more they get pushed back. So before I did the Great Purge, I had been doing sell similar, and I do it consistently, as even now. But what happens is, now if you have things that are cross-listed from Flyp, so I've had items from Flyp, from eBay to Poshmark. Okay, here's the problem with the sell similar. If you have that, and you sell similar those same items, and those same items have been sent over to Poshmark through Flyp, Flyp is going to think those are brand new items because you've delisted them from eBay and now you're re-importing them. So you have to be careful that you are not doing new cross-listing for one platform when you've already done it. So in what I do now is I make sure I know, like say for instance, I list 10 new items on eBay. Everything I list goes to eBay first. And then I pull from eBay into Flyp, and then I choose the items to cross list. And I choose certain ones that go to Poshmark, such as clothing items, decor, video games, and comic books. Comic books actually do quite well. So once I did that, I just try to make sure that I am only cross-listing at this point new items listed, not my sell similars. So I'm going to show you, I've got a couple items. I basically took everything out of Flyp, and everything I put in here is going to be new to Flyp. So I'm only cross-listing items that I just listed onto eBay. All right, so you go up here to new item, and right here it says import from eBay. Everything starts on eBay. Okay, and I'm sorry I'm doing it this way. I don't understand how to do the screen record or anything like that, so bear with me. I just have to put my GoPro here. I'll learn these things eventually. Okay. All right, so see, these items here look faded. That means I've already listed them. And it even tells you that already imported. So it already tells me I've already done it. So now this is something definitely I would like to cross-list to Poshmark. So go to import. Okay, and this is, the universal form. All right, and now I click on Poshmark. The other thing to remember is that each platform that you want to cross-list to needs to have its own tab and open on top, or it will tell you that it can't connect. That was one thing I thought was odd. It kind of messed me up when I first started this. I'm like, why won't it let me in? And then it dawned on me that I had to have each platform open as I'm working with both. Okay, so I've clicked on the Poshmark tab, and going down here, see this description, I always put my policy for eBay. It's my policy for eBay. I have one that is similar but a little bit different with Poshmark. So I'm going to get rid of get rid of that. And I actually have templates here that I've started. So whenever I need one of these, I just copy and paste. And I actually have, this is my eBay policy, my Poshmark. Sometimes I'll use this one for auctions. That's my little go-to chart for running sales. Even though I do it a little differently, I don't really follow this anymore. So that's just my little, sort of my cheat sheet of remembering, different ways of, different policies for different platforms. Okay, so I paste my Poshmark policy into there. All right, now most of these are optional, so I just go down to here where you have to put things in. So this is going to be a decor item. Let's see. And sometimes on Poshmark it's a little bit tricky. You have to sort of figure out where would your item most likely be. I'm kind of thinking accents. Vase. Okay. But sometimes I have to play around with that because the category that I'm looking for might not be where I'm clicking, and then I'll find it somewhere else. It happens a lot when I do things like plates, dinnerware. It depends. Is it a kitchen item or is it dinnerware? So yeah, you have to really know the categories in Poshmark. Okay. All right. So this one I'll put custom, and then I'll go back here and I'm going to put the height, okay, is about 10 inches. It's another great thing. Always make sure you have a ruler when taking your pictures. Get the height, width, anything that will help a anything that'll help a buyer decide on based on size and what they're looking for. Most often they're only going to look at the pictures, and they probably may never even look at your descriptions or the area where you put in your condition and the details and everything. Most buyers, they will look at the pictures and say, oh, that looks great, and they won't read the fine print. Okay, so that's a 10-inch tall vase. So I am going to put a custom size and 10-inch. Okay. This is going to be a heavier item, so I'm not going to do discounted shipping. Sometimes I'll do that. If it's lighter, say under a pound, then I'll go with the discounted shipping. I'm not going to do that here just because. So now I click on Poshmark, and when I click on list on Poshmark, just watch here at the top, and you'll see a new tab open by itself, even though I already have one open. And then it'll list, and then that tab will go away. There it is. All right, create listing. And now that's gone. And here it says delist on Poshmark because it is now listed there. That is how I list almost all of my items on Poshmark. I tried doing it when I first opened my Poshmark account. I tried doing everything separately. I had separate photos, separate descriptions, policies, and it took me a while to get things figured out. I did my own Poshmark policy and everything, but it was still very taxing to try and keep up with two stores that way. So Flyp is a wonderful tool. It's a free tool. It is great for smaller stores that you want to get more eyes on your product. And I also love Poshmark because people tend to bundle. So I find it great. I like putting video games on there. I have people coming in bundling a whole lot of video games all at once. And I've done that a couple of times. And I think only one time, and I mention this because it does happen, one time where I didn't catch that a game had sold on eBay, and then it was, I didn't delist it. That only one time that slipped past me. So it can happen. But again, I think this is both of these things, working with Poshmark. If you're in eBay, I think Poshmark is the easiest to deal with. They have the same labeling system. I can use my Rollo printer easily on Poshmark and eBay. No problems there. I've heard some other platforms you can't use your printers properly, or I'm not exactly sure. So I'm pretty comfortable going with just eBay and Poshmark. So I'm going to stick with them. I'm also doing this. I'm trying to ramp up my Poshmark store. I'm going to be doing the live sale pretty soon. My next step in that category is going through all the clothes that I have put aside, and I need to meticulously check them. A couple of them have little bits of wrinkle in them, so I got to steam a couple pieces. Little work to get that ready, and then I'm going to start scheduling and loading the tray. Hopefully I'm going to do that this week, and I'm kind of going to probably push for running a sale 1 week from today. Today is the 28th, so I'm thinking June 4th. I've got to see if anything else is going on that day. And I'm going to have enough time to put into this and focus on just that. I think Sunday is a perfect day for me. It's sort of my, well, it's my relaxed day. So if I make it my Poshmark day, it won't be so relaxing anymore. But I just want to get my live sale started, see how it goes. I don't expect much on the first one, but it's something I would like to get into. It's, you know, I think it's going to be a little more fun for me than just your listing on eBay and Poshmark. So I'm really thinking it's going to be a good thing, a nice change. Okay, I guess that's it. My thoughts on Flyp and how it works and everything. So if you have any questions about Flyp, let me know in the comments. Or do you use it? Do you like it? If you don't, let me know why. You know, or if you do like it, if you know, are the reasons you like it the same as mine, or are there other things about it that you like? I know. Okay, I guess that's the end of this video, and I probably went over 15. No, I didn't. All right. Please like and subscribe. I'm going to try and do some of these more, you know, how I do things video. Not how to, how I do things. I think I make that very clear. How I do it may not be the right way for other people. But this is what I do and it works for me. Okay, so again, please like and subscribe, share the videos, and see you in the next one. Bye.